Is James Gunn's take on Superman more Man of Steel or Man of Feel? This new version provides more humanity than some previous iterations, but does it work? The beginning of the film is rather choppy. Now, I do like that we don't spend time on the whole backstory to Superman. We're caught up to current events within about a minute of the story starting, just thanks to some written clues that are displayed on the screen. But after that, because we're thrust into the story mid-sequence, it took me a few beats to connect with the pacing as well as the characters. David Corenswet is fantastic in the lead role. Now, I appreciate that we don't get much time with him as Clark Kent. Instead, getting to watch the effect of Superman's actions on the world and then how the world's perspective is affected. Now, Corenswet also displays a tremendous amount of vulnerability within the character. Despite being pretty much the indestructible Man of Steel, he is full of empathy and compassion, showcasing what his true strength is through his desire to do good for all, not just those who support him or who can benefit him in some manner. I felt like Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane isn't relegated to some damsel in distress supportive role, instead taking on a portion of the lead and helping to guide an arc that is essential for the larger story. Now, Brosnahan is tough and tenacious, playing the seasoned reporter much like Margot Kidder did, but also having a modernness and a softness to her that makes her endearing and fun to watch. Now, the social commentary in this, it's not vague or hidden. Sometimes it's a bit too much on the nose, but also, as is evident in today's climate, the quiet parts need to be shouted at the top of our lungs for those in the back that are really slow on the uptake. And Nicholas Hoult steals the show. He is spectacular as Luthor. His temperamental demeanor and hyper-focus on destroying Superman, it was enveloping and engaging. And when the veins are popping out on Holt's head and neck, you can feel the commitment that he has to the performance. For as much as he is an excellent villain, he doesn't lose some of the charisma that makes him somebody that I want to keep watching. The family moments, especially between Corenswet and Pruitt Taylor Vince, they are so pure and encouraging. I love the softness that's displayed, destroying the macho, toxic male personality, showing how love and care are some of the most manly traits a guy can have, especially when caring for a child. Now, I like the inclusion of so many Gunn regulars, but sometimes the lack of context made certain characters feel more like accessories that were just added so that they could make a future appearance in a DC film. The biggest shortcoming of the movie is the overstuffed plot. There's an international conflict introduced, and while a very small portion is helpful for a character development moment, the larger focus at the end of the film takes away from the Superman story and then works more to establish a forthcoming Justice Gang movie. This whole tangent, it's extra, and it doesn't complement the narrative in a way that makes it feel essential.